We are now a go, guys.
And we are
Greetings.
live.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. It is I,
Hello.
Lance Corporal Anime Guy, back again, once again. And today we are going to continue where we left off last session. But first, please, my player characters, introduce yourselves.
I am Chelsea Bunny. I'll be playing as Sheer Evergreen.
And once again, I have to gush. The model the VTuber model that she made based off the character is so adorable.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, I can't help myself. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I am Diva Night Rose Goldsmith. I am playing as Elsincia Intorica, Ambassador of Baldur's Gate, and Bard of Great Renown. And yes, you did have to see me transform my avatar from Diva to Elsincia.
Oh wait, I forgot to mention I was a druid elf. Whoops.
It's okay.
It's okay, no big deal.
I keep forgetting I'm a half. I keep forgetting to mention I'm a half elf. Miss Rena.
Okay, I'll go first. Someone else to go if they wanted to. I am Miss Rena. I will be playing the Archfiend Warlock Soretta Rayon.
I am Rise Khan. I will be playing Aurelius Dawnlight, the Tiefling Paladin for the God Lothander.
I am Servant of God 777. I will be playing Soldar Elbon, the Divine Soul Sorcerer, and at this point known Servant of Ao, despite not being a Paladin or a Cleric.
I'm Savant, and I am a Ranger Monster Slayer. Is that what it goes by?
Monster Slayer Ranger, and your name is Anna Rosanova.
Yeah, and I'm playing Anna Rosanova.
Yeah.
I fumbled that bad.
And we all do
okay.
occasionally. You'll get used to
Definitely need the nickname. Just call it Rose.
That works.
it. We'll work that in later. So,
Alrighty, Alright then, with introductions out of the way, we shall begin where we left off last session, in which Soldar, along with everyone else behind him, were slowly descending into the basements of the Barovia Church of Lathander, basement of the Church of Lathander within Barovia Village. And all you hear is just the rattling of chains and the grumbling of Father, Father, I am hungry. And Soldar, and so as Soldar and the rest of you descend, you keep a great grip upon the item that you had found from the God of Martyrs statue that you had investigated a little earlier. And as and slowly as the light begins to come into view for the entire basement, you see at the very back of the basement, where there are multiple torches lit, you see a boy with silverish blue eyes, brown hair, and with wearing what looks like shorts and a dirty white shirt. He is currently chained to this wall. But then you see his head twitch, and he slowly, but as his head twitches, he looks slowly up to see you and lock eye, Soldar. Are you my dinner?
No. I am hopefully your salvation from this curse. Soldar then looks over his shoulder to the priest. Seriously, you couldn't even be bothered to give him a cushion to sit on?
What? He's just sputtering, just trying to figure out what to say.
Like seeing this, Soldar's already And he's seeing his look and just in pity, but at the same time realizing it's a heavy stone floor and vampirism or not, this boy's gonna be sore for a week probably from this.
Let's see Vladislav come up from behind you. We should really get going with this.
I intend to. I'm just
And then
kind of
Irina
annoyed.
looks, and then of course Irina looks over her shoulder and your shoulder, and she's just gasping, and she has this horrified look on her face, wondering, is this what I'm going to turn into?
Irina, step
Yes?
back, please.
All right.
Well, that's the thing then, I guess. From the looks of it, this boy's only like this due to starvation.
Yeah, this is the other thing I was gonna say. Did you have no ability to even give of your own blood, priest? Or were you not willing to risk him being further infected by this?
I couldn't risk the further infection. It's why I had him chained down here in the first place.
I can at least understand that.
It is then, as if to make the point even further, there's a rat that crawls upon the chains that hold him in place. But the minute it starts to crawl over his shirts, he then immediately bites the rats and just starts sucking it dry of any fluids it has.
Well, let's get this over with then. Since I seem to know how to use this, let's do this. Soldar then proceeds to, do I have to roll any dice to use this stain artifact, or is it just aim and shoot?
What is elaborate to the audience, anime guy, what this artifact is?
So what this artifact is a singular rectangular stone tablet with very odd runes that were carved into it. It is as though it is in a language that is unknown to anyone in this room, even to anyone linked to the abyss.
Oh, wait. This thing's got to be chanted, doesn't it?
That's what it looks like.
Let me see.
No, I can ad-lib that, if need be.
No. Give me 1 sec. I need to check.
Needs to check we need to basically check the notes.
Of course.
Let's see. You need to roll like a insight check for that to see if you actually need to do that.
Oh boy.
Of course.
Okay, for you, Soldar. Insight is a +2. So regular 1d20 +2.
Oh, holy cow! No, I'm calling Mulligan on the bot. It automatically just rolled that. No, I'm gonna hold on.
Break out the physical.
Yeah. No. We know this game.
Physical.
Up yours, AI.
That's why you can never trust a clanker.
For crying out loud. Can my hands actually roll a die and not be stupid? There you go. Finally! Oh, 17 +2. Is that good?
That's 19. 19.
So as you look upon this little stone tablet artifact, you can read the language, but you realize it's not of this plane, or any plane, rather. It's from another world entirely. And
Okay, for
And from what
audience
you
sake,
can
what does
gather-
this resemble?
let's see. Basically think of like a singular tablet of what the Ten Commandments typically look like.
Paleo
but it's
Hebrew
just
then?
rectangular. Yeah.
So the pictographic numeric thing, which means he's going to recognize it immediately anyway, because again, AO we've established, gave him a canonical knowledge dump.
And as far as you can tell, Soldar, you just need to just have it touch his skin, preferably along the neck or the head.
Oh, that's easy enough. Just tap him right on the head.
All right.
And he goes,
So
well,
so
so I just go move closer and do that?
yeah, and as you do this, Vladislav turns to the others and just starts moving his hands quietly to have people in specific areas of the basement, like to make sure that this kid is surrounded. But he
Yeah.
seems to be very distracted at the moment with his little rat.
So Soldar immediately goes up, puts a tablet right next to the kid's head and goes, "For what it's worth, kid, I apologize for what you're about to feel," and firmly bops him right on the head with it.
Bonk. Bonk.
All right. And as you do so, Soldar, you just see him look up and is just surprised. Wait, what? And then he is just burning alive with what you could possibly consider is holy fire, as if burning him from the inside out.
Oh.
And he is just screaming in pain as this tablet seems to be just absorbing and dispersing fire.
Calm down,
he is
kid.
just-
You'll live. This is just burning away the curse.
I don't think that's working, Soldar, because it's then that he then pulls out as he then pulls along the chain and it snaps and he punches you really hard in the chest.
Oops.
And I want you to roll a let's see, what should I have you roll?
Usually a precision check.
No, if we're doing this, it would either be
I think in this case it's a Constitution check.
yeah.
Yeah, roll me Constitution.
Oh, I have +4.
Because sorcerers are naturally built stronger than wizards.
Yeah, what was it, Harry?
Sis, I think we could still hear the video on your whatever videos you're playing on your end still. I think you just need to stop watching those for now.
D.
I rolled a 13. Dirty 13, meaning a 9 + 4. Is that enough, or am I in trouble?
So you feel your chest sort of cave in as you slide against the floor, and you're just having a really hard time trying to get some air back into your lungs because the minute he punched you, you lost all the air in your lungs, and you're just trying to get some back in.
Freaking heck, that always hurts.
And then you just see him just still burning alive as the stone is slowly turning black instead of its sort of grayish color, as if. And then, as he's just about to snap the other chain, he then just falls to the ground. Well, as best as he can, anyway.
Does the fire actually go out?
Yes, it finally goes out, and the stone falls off of his head and crumbles to dust.
Oh, great. It was a one and done. At least semi-recognized the writing, so I know who that's from.
And then Irina just looks at Doru just hesitantly. She's almost tempted to touch him, but she knows better than to try at this moment.
Vladislav, however, walks up to the kid and takes a knee before putting his crossbow away and brings his head up gently and notices that the kid is obviously just exhausted from that mental anger she was just going through. Well,
it had to do more than simply purge the curse. It had to heal him. That's why it was so painful, because it was effectively fast-growing muscle and everything else.
And then, of course, Irina just looks at him and looks at Soldar. Is he alive?
He's fine. He's just dead exhausted from a fast super recovery and a purging of a deadly curse. Both at once is certain to put you asleep, if not into a few days coma. Each on their own, he'd be out for 12 hours easy.
And then,
And then, of course, she whispers under. She whispers under her breath. Will I be able to avoid my fate?
Soldar slightly. Does Soldar hear that, or am I too far away?
No, you probably heard it.
No.
I'll let DM decide.
Give me a sec. I need a quick character sheet reference real quick. Give me a sec.
Well, he is half elf. He is a half elf.
That is kind of my wondering.
I'd say give me a perception check, and you gotta get above a 10.
That shouldn't
Ow.
be too hard. My
Okay, for
perception is
you-
just a straight D20, right?
Yes.
The dice isn't very nice though, so you gotta be careful.
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
So you heard her mumble under her breath, but you don't necessarily hear what she actually said.
Question is, given that Cher's a wood elf, you think she heard it, considering her sharper ears?
All right.
Yeah.
Sure, give me a perception check.
Okay. 1d20
given your
plus.
D20 plus plus 5. Because you have a high wisdom stat.
What elf druids, everybody?
Oh, yeah, you definitely heard this, Cher.
Oh, she got a full nat 20. Yeah, she heard every word.
Nice.
Soldar immediately turns to Cher. Cher, did you hear what she said?
Yes, I did. But I don't think she wants anyone else to hear it.
Fair enough. If I had to guess, as since I've already overheard her worried about her fate, she's having a sense of hope.
A combination of hope and wariness and a sense of something that's deeper in her eyes.
You'll then see Vladislav help the kid up and then use one of his knives to bash the other chain off.
Vladislav, get him to some water. He does still have the rat blood probably on his lips or in his teeth. And he's probably also thirsty as all get out.
And probably
Already
hungry.
on it. He then just starts to slowly help take this kid over his shoulder as if in a fireman's carry to up the stairs. And he leaves you all down there as Father Donovich follows after fretting over his son, as you're all left in the basement for the moment.
Irina then just tightens the red scarf around her neck right where the bite mark was.
Well, I can safely say Ao's been leaving direct aid with other deities involved because that was a writing he put in another world. A writing
Interesting.
he directly made.
Interesting. I'll have to ask about that later, perhaps.
I will say this: the symbols are not just letters; they are words, and they are also numbers and full stories in some cases. Some of them have full descriptions to one symbol of multiple kinds. So it's a very complex language.
I do know Celestial, and I do know Celestial from my. I do know Celestial. It was. You could say it's almost like the language of the gods.
Oh, it is. The problem is, this is Ao's personal language he gave to another version of humanity in another realm. He deliberately is directly tied to this.
You know what's odd? Soldar, you know what's odd?
Mm-hmm.
I know Celestial, but I didn't learn it I didn't learn it in Barovia.
Oh, you probably learned it a while ago, because if I have to guess, from the prophecy, everyone's been reborn on this land multiple times and has slight echoes of their pasts. Meaning you've probably been born here who knows how many times at this point. Depends how young you died and how long the realm's been stuck like this. So you've probably got multiple lifetimes in there, one of which it's way back you learned Celestial. But if it's far enough back, you only vaguely remember it. You don't remember how you learned it. And that's assuming you remember all of it.
Well, she then trails off because she's now deep in thought about that. So, I think it's best that Donovich and Doru have a friend nearby for what's about to happen.
Go on ahead. We will catch up in a minute.
All right.
Yeah, wonder what's going to happen.
And then, of course, Irina then trails after Vladislav and Doru.
Soldar looks back at the ashes that are the remains of that tablet, and just says out loud softly, "Ayo, what the heck have you thrown me in this time? I am never burdened truly by doing the work, but I am always troubled that you seem to keep throwing me in exceedingly insane situations." And those words, I know you basically left a note there, and I know what you said. There's other ways to aid them. Great, more puzzles. On top of another prophecy. Aurelius, are you gonna continue being baffled by this? Because I know you're still a little shocked that worked.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Again, it's Ao. He's done crazier. He's risen corpses 4 days dead, and went through a human vessel, as in directly letting an aspect of himself be born mortal with almost full access to his divinity, except his awareness to an extent.
Ooh.
You
Do
just
not
never
have
see it.
The sheer amount of stuff he's able to do and enables those who follow him to do is kind of ridiculous. It borders on the seemingly impossible. The advantage of him being the creator of the other gods is none of them can outclass him. And he can effectively tell them, don't ever touch thus and so. It's how Lathander got told to stay off my case.
While they're,
Sorry, go on, sis.
I was about to say, like, while they're chatting and stuff after hearing the stuff especially Soldar said about like what Ao has them do, she would just silently like leave in frustration to go like stand outside alone.
All right, let's.
Sarah goes accompany her, or
If you want to,
Yeah.
share. Okay, so, Anna, as you leave, Cher sort of sees you in a bit of a frustrated rut and decides to follow you.
but sneakily. I don't
Alright,
think I
roll a stealth
pronounced
check.
it right.
Sneak attack.
All right, Cher, roll a stealth check, and Anna, I want you to counter her with a perception check.
Gotcha.
Okay, so for share, stealth is +4, and Anna, your perception is a +4.
So
Okay,
it's
so
literally
that's
whose dice
right.
rolls better.
Yes.
So it's a 1d20 +4, right?
Yes.
Not right.
Oh, Chelsea forgot to put the 1d20. Give her a
I'll
minute.
do it as
Yee!
All right, Cher, I believe in you. You can beat this 19. I believe in you.
Oh man, my favorite number is actually 16, but you know, whatever.
plus.
Aw.
Demon Hunter song reference.
So you notice each other at the same time as Anna is about to go outside.
He looks at me, and I look at him.
He looks at me. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
We come out here for fresh
You
air.
going to feel? You look troubled.
It's just personal frustration.
Yeah, understood. I have personal frustration too. That makes me talk gremlin and makes people confused.
Yeah, and I would actually just kind of chuckle softly, but then she would just reply, "Well, it's a different kind of frustration."
No. Okay then.
Okay.
Do you wanna ask if she wants to elaborate? Help.
Do you, pray tell, you want to elaborate? Fancy talk.
Yes. Like after she says that, I know to kind of glance around to see if anyone's listening. Be like, you know, when a friend gets sick and ends up dying to a disease, but later on there ends up being a cure for it. Do you ever feel helpless after that?
Yeah.
Well, that's what just happened. Saw the cure right in front of me. If only it was here sooner.
I'm
Cher,
sorry
I
to
want you
hear
to
about
roll.
that.
All right, Cher, I want you to roll a history check.
Okay, for you, I'm afraid you're at disadvantage here, Cher.
Uh-oh.
Isa.
Okay, so for you, Cher, it's a 1d20 minus 1.
Oof.
Oh, no.
I'm really sorry, sweetie.
Yeah. Let me just put an angry face on disappointment.
I'm not
Actually,
mad. I'm just disappointed.
how about this? Just roll a regular d20 because
What?
your adorable cuteness is trying to help someone be better. So just roll a regular d20.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's a regular 1d20.
The bunny buff.
Okay, I think that needs to be a thing now.
I will consider it.
16.
It's
Oh.
unofficially canon.
Oh, she rolled a 16 and it became a 20.
Dirty 20. Nice.
Yay.
Nice. All right, so Cher, you remember back to the previous conversations that you were present for, and you realize Anna really couldn't have known. That shrine was only barely found not too long ago, and for all Anna knew, she just it couldn't have been there until like literally years to like a couple of like it couldn't have been there for as long as Anna thinks.
It's impossible. You couldn't have been there before it was there. The whole thing just flew over my head. I'm like, that's a lot of fucking.
Okay,
Chelsea, let me simplify it for you. Basically, you just tell her that shrine hasn't been there that long.
That shrine hasn't been there that long. What's the rest of it?
You couldn't have used it for what you needed it when you needed it.
You couldn't use it when you needed it.
You couldn't have used
Twisters,
it.
everybody! Yay!
That works. We'll just to go with that.
A for effort. A for effort.
A for effort. B minus for forgetting a few words, but that's okay. You're getting better.
I was gonna say when you were saying it, that made more easier, but
I was trying to be slow, but I forgot to slow down certain parts.
It's okay, sweetie.
Okay.
It's okay, sweetie. When I try to roleplay, I forget to English too.
We all do.
But anyways, Anna,
with that, and I'm kind of like, kind of almost sighing, like almost defeat, but then she'd be like, well, even then, I just wish there was some other way.
Okay, quick question: are these guys and outside of the room me and Aurelius were still in, or no?
Yeah, they're like literally upstairs outside of the room that you guys were in.
You know, like I don't walk all the way like outside, like to be
yeah,
alone.
it'd be cold outside.
Well, I guess you're just like outside the doors of the church.
Yeah, they're outside the doors of the church.
All right.
Now, for everyone else, would you guys like to check up on Dorvo, Donovich, Vladislav, and Irina, or would you like to collect your companions to leave the church?
Let's check up on them first.
All right. So as the rest of you go upstairs, you see an open door with what appears to be candlelight, which you would naturally assume is Duro's room, and you just see, and you all see Vladislav just cleaning up Duro's face a little bit with some medical herbs in order to disinfect his mouth and teeth before serving him some water. And you just see Donovich just fussing over the fact that another person is doing this to his kid, but Vladislav obviously knows how to do it better than he does.
With Irina nearby Irina's nearby also warding off the room from potential other visitors the same way that she's been doing every night.
All right.
She's marking the room with not only holy symbols of Lathander, but also holy symbols of Ilmater. And she's doing whispered prayers to each of the gods. She knows She knows that Ilmater's listening, but because Father Donovich worships Lathander, she's also adding in Lathander to the mix.
And as you all enter this room, it is there that you see Vladislav slowly helping the child drink water before removing it from his lips as he stands up.
Vladislav, is he conscious or is he just barely awake?
Not even barely awake. He's still knocked out. But I managed to get some water in him. Though I suggest, Father Donovich, that you don't disturb him for a bit, but do keep an eye on him.
Yes.
And remember what I taught you with how to help a sleepy person drink water. And Father Donovich nods. Yes, of course. Thank you, Sir Vladislav. Right? Yeah.
Father Donovich, I have a question. How long ago did Strahd come to do what he did?
As I said before, 7 days ago.
And then, of course, Irina pipes up around the time that he paid me a visit as well.
And Vladislav, we've been here a day. When did the attacks first start happening on Daggerford?
Around a month ago. They were scattered about, but the major one happened 2 weeks ago.
Which means he was probing and trying to find the artifact at the same time. The big attack was a beachhead, but he was doing things in here at the same time. Something bigger is going on than we think, and there's way too many pieces.
Too many pieces and not enough connected?
Well, the problem is they're almost perfectly connected in some parts, but it shows a much bigger picture. There's more going on than we don't know.
So then there's just one too many.
Yeah, and fortunately, dealing with the Lady Amelia seems to have knocked a good chunk of our problems out. Not all of them.
And
though
then,
I
of
did
course,
recognize the writing on that tablet.
And then, of course, as the ears pick up, you actually fought Lady Amelia and lived.
Oh, yes. You can thank Aurelius here for taking that axe from her.
Right. And then, of course, actually, forget that because she's like, I'm still amazed. I'm rewriting it real quick. I'm still amazed you survived Lady Amelia. That axe is proof enough of that.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, at the same time, I'm not too surprised, but I am amazed at the sheer nonsense she was up to. Like, fusing half of you with a beholder's a special level of crazy.
She did what?
Yeah, right as like the second half of the fight, she did that. Made her harder to kill for a hot minute. Not impossible.
I'd recommend just perhaps stop talking right now, Soldar.
Yeah, sort of yapper.
And anyways, if that's it, we should probably get going to... Do we know where Bernin is?
I'd suggested her home to like Soldar and the other group beforehand.
Well, yeah, but no, yeah, Soldar might know, but not everyone else. That's why Vladislav asked the question.
Oh, fair enough.
And then, of course, Irina's like, well, since you offered the aid in burying our father, I don't mind. I'm pretty sure Ismark wouldn't mind you staying over.
That would at least work and save us on having to spend the gold. We should still collect the others from where they are. And at the same time...
Besides, you did a service to us by saving our lives. First, you take out Strahd's bride, Amelia. Then you also come in, come in, practically spells blazing to save our lives from that other vampire. And then you decide, and then of course you help bury our father. I think Ismark kind of owes you at this point.
That is very kind of you to say.
Let's not just start stacking depths on top of one another, Irina. Some depths should really be forgotten.
Well, in this case, a debt isn't so easily forgotten given the great service that you've done for us.
Vladislav, you need to realize this. If you do wind up as a nobility in any case, some debts are needed to be paid off in a near equal way. This is one of them.
Although,
he that just sighs and puts a hand to his face. I know, Soldar, I know.
although I think given the fact that you survived the vampire bride, I say let's earn you and your comrades some drinks.
Well, and I think the other would be a good spot. Plus, we need to meet up with the others and possibly discuss a few things between everyone, so that everyone's on the same page. Because I'm realizing we have had stuff happen between us that not everyone knows about. So drinks first, talk later.
Anna.
Yes.
Has that friend of yours been working on that particular concoction as of late? Maybe he can share what he has made with your newfound friends.
Sure, I'll go notify him right now.
Cher.
Yeah.
Would you like to accompany her? I don't like the idea of her walking around alone.
I'll go accompany her.
All right. And with that, the party...
Is it okay if I quickly do something real quick?
Okay.
Sure.
Vasilisa. Cher. Did anyone hear that?
What the heck was that?
Ghost
It must be
chanting.
good.
What the hell?
This place is warded. There's no freaking way anything of darker or abyssal nature is getting in through these wards that easily.
It is then that Vladislav looks at Aurelius and is like, "Did you hear that?" And Aurelius, you didn't hear it either, but you're concerned about the fact that Cher heard it.
Cher takes out a cross.
The power of Christ compels you.
Okay, okay, rewrite that to be something that would actually fit her.
It would be her druid focus, her crystal with the rose and the wheat stalks.
Oh.
Think of it like your Madoka Magica soul gem.
Okay.
Cher, what are you doing?
Elf druid powers. Let the ghost spirit chanting go away. Shoo.
Talisa! You hear it again, Cher, but only you this time.
I mean it, stop. I'm gonna get you. Stop.
You then just see Vladislav turn to Aurelius like, is something wrong with her?
No, I heard it too.
So did I. But now I'm not hearing it, so I'm wondering what the heck's going on. Because that did not sound normal.
I heard Vasilisa.
Vasilisa? Who or what is Vasilisa?
It's then that Father Donovich perks up. That happens to be a grave in the graveyard. At least the first name.
Oh,
Not
fun!
sure why that. He then begins to lead you out to the graveyard. And upon visiting this grave, you all see that it's been ransacked.
Oh, look. That would explain the voices. We have a spirit that's annoyed.
No, the body is gone.
Is there a necromancer around? Or did the witch get it?
No. The graveyard would be protected against necromancers usually. The only way this sucker's rising is if he was... Oh, dear. There's another
What?
vampire, and we only had the one tablet.
No.
I wouldn't go just start throwing accusations willy-nilly, Soldar. There could have been just
No.
a logical explanation that maybe someone was just stealing grave goods.
With the entire body? Would you like to explain away that? Because, as honestly, if they were trying to drag a body, unless they're ridiculously strong or a vampire themselves, which good luck getting onto this place with it being holy ground with that kind of thing, you're not pulling that off easy.
And then it's in this moment that Irina just stares at this grave in a very intense stare. Like something is bothering her about it. Like she's recalling something.
Can Anna kind of like wave like a hand in front of her, like, Irina, what's going on?
Sure.
Irina, you okay there? Because it looks like you're having a flashback.
I feel like I heard that name somewhere before. And
Father Donovan, how old is this grave?
Roughly a century or more, if records are to be believed.
How old?
Either half a century or a century?
A century. Irina, don't worry too much about not recalling it. If this is one of your past lives, it's that long ago. You're not gonna get it immediately. Don't stress.
no, that I feel. I don't think we're dealing with a ghost.
Then I think
That
we're
voice
dealing with...
sounded. That voice was familiar to me.
Who did it
I
sound
feel
like?
I've heard it somewhere before. But I.
You then just see Vladislav put a hand on Irina's shoulder. Take it easy. Don't stress or think too much about it.
Deep breaths, Irina.
Forgive me. I've
It's
just
okay.
been. Long before Strahd arrived, I've just been plagued by dreams. I feel like I've lived so many. I feel like I've seen things that I should never have seen before, but I feel like I've been through them.
Oh, again, like I said, those are memories. Almost everyone has seemingly been reborn because the Ilmater priest basically hinted that in that prophecies that that's part of the curse.
Huh.
No one can die and pass on from here. You wind up being reborn. So odds are you're remembering a life you used to live, quite literally. Or probably multiple ones, given the nature of such dreams as a child in such cases. They're going to be confusing, they're going to be jumbled, because you don't know how to order them in your current life, especially if this has happened multiple times. It's alright. Don't expect it to be anything easy. Either recall, don't try to force it, or else you're just going to give yourself a headache. Let the memories come as they will, and let them pass as they will.
It's then that Irina feels a very understanding, gentle squeeze on her shoulder from Vladislav. And he then retracts his hands. It's alright, so don't worry about it too much, alright?
Alright.
Yes.
Anyway, shall we get to those drinks that I promised you?
Yeah.
Indeed, I think we've had enough morose and depressing stuff happen for one day.
Oh,
I'll go notify him.
there, Anna, you said that you were going to that baker friend of yours, right? And then, of course, Irina gives a knowing smile at Anna.
Like, Anna, yes, a good friend of mine. Anyways, let's go.
And then, of course, she whispers
All
to Aurelius. More like one of those special friends that is in denial.
Oh.
She whispered that to Aurelius, but
Yeah.
Soldar probably just heard it anyway.
No, Soldar overheard it because half elf. Hearing Zach
Right.
going
Elephant ears.
close.
what
Just
is
a video of elephant ears.
which is the question? What does Aurelius say to that?
What would make you say that?
Well, she's kind of developed a fondness for him. He's a sweet, supportive type. Kind of reminds me of you and Cher, to be honest. Except Cher is not in denial.
I could see that.
The way to a lone wolf heart is through her stomach.
So,
All
do
right.
we do a scene transition to Soretta, Anarian, and Alcencia?
Yes. Yes. And it is within this inn. Let me just pull up the map real quick so I can read the what you would call it. Okay, so in the Red Rose Inn. In
It would be the Blood of the Vine Tavern. That's where they went to go have a drink.
Sorry. At the Blood of the Vine Tavern, Soretta, Anarian, and Alsetsia are currently just enjoying a simple drink at a table in the corner. Of a very the bard is just playing very somber music to let a gentleness come upon the patrons as they chat amongst themselves, and whatnot.
Would it be all right if I had Alcencia playing with her famous drinking game with Soretta and Anarian and herself?
Sure. Why don't you, will you and Miss Soretta roleplay that out? I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
So of course Alcencia takes a drink and she's like, "Remember that drinking game we promised? Remember that drinking game that we promised?
Yes, about that.
I make a statement about your past, and if I'm right, you drink, and if I'm wrong, I drink, and no lying."
You're on.
Okay. You had a very, very loving relationship with your mother.
Started drinks.
Was there? I'm going to guess there was also at least one man in your life, but it ended badly.
Started drinks.
Oh, do tell.
I wouldn't call him, I cared about him. He was also a lot more of a toy to me. He always shows up in the most he had the most peculiar timing. Even saved me and a small child from abyssal patron that was trying to scout me at some point.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
at least he was there for you to help you out.
yeah. Unfortunately, he didn't live very long because we abyssal warlocks do tend to attract danger.
Mm. I can definitely relate. Elsensia drinks twice to that.
Mm. Would you
Then,
care to explain?
Well, first, my first was a bodyguard for the family, and we tried to keep it discreet, but unfortunately, Daddy found out about it and shipped him off to war, where he conveniently got placed directly in the line of fire.
oops.
Oh my.
The second was a specimen from Everesca. Unfortunately, he was doomed to be wed to one of the most spoilt brats in the entirety of elven nobility. We were going to elope and run away, but then we were found out, and the next day he was shipped off.
Mm.
And then Anarian's like, "Oh, please, if I could have a drink for every heartbreak that happened, I think they run out of barrels."
It is then that you'll hear the footsteps of a very familiar merchant as he just sits at the bar table, his heavy backpack just sagging against his back as he orders for a bit of whiskey, and he is provided as such. He then brings down his purple handkerchief and just starts to drink. And the three of you recognize that it is in fact Vasily. But then several people come in. One is a very lovely blonde who decides to try to cozy up next to him as another darker skinned individual also sits next to her as well, but slaps her shoulder to get her to stop caressing Vasili's shoulder.
And then, of course, since I know who this character is, you don't mind if I,
Yeah, sure.
Anya, we're in public.
Lilith, why? Oh, Lilith, please. It wasn't doing anything so scandalous. You just hear Vasily just groan. Please, I just need a drink right now. He then takes another sip of his whiskey.
Seriously, Anya. I swear your appetite is just as. I swear your appetite is atrocious.
Oh, well, and yours is not, Lilith?
I prefer intellectual study. You prefer the pleasures of the flesh.
And yet I could give it to. And yet I could give it better than. Better in every way.
I don't give. Well, here's the thing, Anya. I don't give a damn.
Ladies, please. He then just takes another sip of his whiskey as you all notice that he is very, very depressed. And for you, Alsetsia and Serta, and the three of you just logically assume it's just what you've learned about Valenta.
Do you want to cheer him up, or do you want me to do that?
You're better than cheering people up than I am.
And then, of course, Anarian's like, just remember what Vladislav warned you. I'm like, don't worry. We got eyes and ears everywhere. And then, of course, she looks over at the corner, and there's like three ladies that are dressed in red that very clearly came from the Red Rose Inn. And then, of course, Alcencia walks up to Vasily. Oh, trying to drown your sorrows in drink, are you?
After what I learned about Miss Valenta, you could say that as much. He then takes another sip of his whiskey. Oh, and what type of strumpet are you?
Just an adventuring bard that knows how to give out a good time. You're certainly getting cozy.
Well, why wouldn't I? He's my husband. He then just raises a hand to Anastasia. Please. He then takes another sip of his whiskey again. Terribly sorry, mate, that you had to meet her like this. This is my wife, Anastasia, and that's my apprentice in training, Lilith. She's from, beyond the mist, as much like yourselves.
Oh. And then, of course, Alcencia is eyeing how Anastasia is just caressing Vasily, and she sees how Lilith is just currently writing in her little journal. Is it okay if I quickly do something real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's in this moment that Lilith looks over and sees Soretta in her pointed hat. She then closes her book and then walks over to her, and she's like, I sense potential in you. Might I have your name?
My name is Zaretta. My ass.
I apologize. It's just when as a wizard, I have a proclivity for magic, and well, I can sense yours from here. It's very potent.
Let's just say I come from a unique family.
Yes, and especially given the fiery disposition of your magic, I can definitely, figure out the source. You do realize that you may not need your patron to be powerful. There's latent magic within you. One that
Yeah,
isn't
but
reputation, one that isn't sourced by the powers of fire.
my patron helps boost my innate abilities.
Yes, but I think you would be better off in the hands of a teacher who can better sorry, I can't English, sorry. But I think you'd be better off in the hands of somebody who would teach you to master these powers instead of having to rely on another. You'd be truly independent.
Problem, I can't get out of my contract without without being immediately sent to the hells itself.
Oh. Well, one thing I learned in my lifetime, there are ways to get out. And I'm pretty sure if you have
Really?
a yes, if you're so curious, there might be a chance for you to learn if you wish to seek me out.
Zerda is pondering this for a moment.
I think Vasily is interest. I think Vasily has a I think Vasily might have an invitation for you. Might have an invitation for you and your friends there. All you have to do is accept it, and I'll be able to elaborate on this discussion.
Hmm.
And then, of course, she turns to Vasily. Vasily, didn't you have some letters to pass out?
He then tilts his head up and turns to Setsia. Setsia, then back to Lilith. Oh, right. Terribly sorry about this, mates. He then pulls out some letters from his coat. Invitations to a dinner. The instructions on how to get there is in the letters itself. He then places it on the countertop and slides it to Alcensia.
Oh,
Got those from another missive from Lord Strahd. He then takes another sip of whiskey.
and then, of course, the Narian's looking at him suspiciously. And where, pray tell, do these invitations take us?
It'll take you directly to Castle Ravenloft, but do not worry about being a sneak attack. He's inviting all the nobles and some common folk to it. It's basically a preparation celebration for the harvest festival that used to happen around this time of year.
And then, of course, Alcensia raises an eyebrow at this. So Lord Strahd invites us to dine with him.
Uh,
Zerda starts to peak. Her interest peaks.
it's not every day that adventurers ever crosses into his lads. Now, granted, I get that you had difficulties, but he can see strength where he sees it, and like I said before, he is a very reasonable man.
And then, of course, Anastasia is like, indeed he is. And I'm wondering, why would he offer such invitations to even the rabble?
Quick side note: how close is the rest of us to this tavern?
You guys are getting closer and closer.
Good.
It is then that Vasily looks at Anastasia and glares down at her. And who the heck are you to tell our lord who he can and can't invite?
My apologies. She then takes her hands off him and does like a formal bow.
He then gives a firm nod and drinks his whiskey in. Again, I'm sorry about my wife here. I had told her to stay in the castle, but she decided to come of her own volition.
And
after hearing about what happened at Ephraim's house.
And then she puts her arms around him again and just in a caressing manner. Yes, I was so without him. I am grateful at least you brought him back to me. And then, of course, Elsensia is just looking. Anarian and Elsensia are just looking at her doing that, and they both are asking each other with their eyes, "Are we seriously that bad?"
Vasily then sees us and turns to Osensia. More like half bad. In my eyes, anyway. Absolutely the worst.
A for effort.
A for
And then-
effort.
A for effort.
And then, of course, Elsensia looks a little sheepishly, and Anarian's kind of blushing a little bit at that.
Don't take it too personally, mate. Like I said, my wife's a bit of the clingy type, but sometimes she does need to know her place.
But then, of course, she whispers in his ear, "And I thought you liked me being clingy."
He then just sets his whiskey down and sighs. Oh, good grief. Grief, Anastasia. What happened to the say that we are in public?
Indeed, we are. She then quickly uses like a minor ice spell that then freezes her fingers. Ah! You! Remember, I was his apprentice before you became his wife. And then, of course, Anastasia just glares at her.
He then turns to Anastasia. Enough. Your pride's not worth losing your fingers to my apprentice.
You have a
Wait,
point.
quick immersion. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good lunch.
And then, of course, this is the moment she literally just backs off.
Vasily then continues to drink his whiskey.
And then,
It
of
is then
course,
that's. I'm sorry. Go on.
Ludmilla is like, you do realize you can just talk to your daughter about this instead of just drinking about it.
I know, Lilith. I know.
Okay, so what happens next?
It is then that everyone else actually begins to join in.
Well, I see you
But
guys are all comfortable. How are things in the tavern?
You could say a bit lively, mate.
I can see that. Who are these two ladies?
Forgive me.
Sorry.
I am Lilith of... sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries, go on.
Forgive me. I am Lilith of Vasily's apprentice and master magician. She then does a formal bow.
Ah.
And then, of course, you hear a hissing sound, and then next thing you know, a horned viper appears around Ludmilla's wrist and then slithers all the way up to her neck, almost in an affectionate manner. Oh, and this is Heshka. She's my familiar.
You are from beyond the mists of this land, then.
Yes. As I said before, I hail from
That's kind of what I figured from that. My advice, once you're finished with your apprenticeship, do not come back to the mist, try to get out, because dying here means being reborn here. Constantly.
I'm well aware, but I have a fondness for this place. I don't think I ever want to leave.
Fair enough.
And then, of course, Aurelius, at the mention that she's from she's from your homeland.
Ah, someone like me.
Oh.
It's been a while since I've seen someone from my homeland.
Oh, you hail from there too. Where from exactly? Just to help you remind you, you're from Athkathla, their capital.
One more time.
Athkathla, that's the capital city.
I'm from Athkathlin.
Ah, capital city.
Aye.
Judging from your retirement, I'm guessing from the temples devoted to the god of the dawn.
My parents were devout followers, and they sold me to the temple when I was old enough.
Hmm. Same story. Parents couldn't afford to take care of their child, so they leave them with the gods.
Soldar, hearing this conversation, rolls his eyes subtly, trying not to be noticed.
Hmm.
Sassy hiccup.
And then, of course, she just caresses the head of her snake. And, of course, Anastasia, tired of the spotlight being on Ludmilla, is all, and I am Anastasia, Vasily. I am Anastasia von Holt. I'm Vasily's wife.
And given Vestili here is drinking whiskey directly, I think you are more than a handful for him, if I had to guess.
Oh, oh, please. I'm more than enough for him.
Anastasia, please.
Why do I feel like this is a tired argument between you two?
You could say that again, boy. He then takes another sip of his whiskey. It's mostly about what I learned about Lord Strahd's latest bride. Let's just say I was sort of an uncle figure to her.
Oh dear, that's awkward at best.
Oh, please. Anastasia pipes up. Oh, please. That old sow had it coming to her.
He then dangerously turns. Then everyone just literally just hears the music stop as they all just turn directly at her, and you just hear as if Vasily just turns directly at her, and his glass is almost nearly breaking. Anastasia, get your ass back to the cot. Now.
Of course. My profound apologies. She then just quickly hurries out.
And once she leaves, the music starts back up again as she bumps into Vladislav as he enters. But clearly she bumped into him on purpose by shoving her shoulder into his. Well, that's
Do I
some
even
polite
want to know
company.
what the chip is on her shoulder, Elder Vasily?
She's always had a dislike for who Strahd brought into his court. And then he drinks his whiskey again. Remember how I said, his latest bride, Valetta, I'm a bit of an uncle figure to her?
How true is
I
that?
mean, by blood, no. But by companionship, yes.
Oh dear.
Let's just say I was the only one to give her any attention. And I just recently found out why she became the way she did.
Oh dear.
And then
That's trouble.
And then, of course, Elsensia's like, yeah, you have no idea. Saretta, Anarian, would you like to elaborate while we were at the Red Rose Inn?
Narni then just pipes up before Miss Serta could speak up. Let's just say it's mine, but 10 times worse in the shortest amount of time.
Oh. Never mind, I'm never asking again. Ugh. I already know enough about yours to be depressed, sadly.
Do you have anything to say to this, Soretta?
Zara just agrees with Hanari and just lets it go.
Well, with that, turns out shenanigans were at the church. The priest's son was visited by Strahd and made a vampire. And apparently AO is leaving us breadcrumbs. Almost deliberate ones, because in the statue attached to the coffin of that one priest, there was a tablet with writing I know for a fact AO directly has a hand in its creation of. Because I recognize that language.
It's in that Lilith, this actually piques Lilith's interest.
Oh? What sort of language was this in?
One not in any of the realms here or anywhere connected to these lands. And I mean nowhere else in our world, or in our realms, or this one, will it exist. Ao doesn't use that language unless he's deliberately leading a trail, and I know enough of how to read it to realize he's left some hints. Some
So
rather blunt ones. For example, for you, Anarian, there will be multiple ways for you to safely get rid of your vampirism, so don't worry about it. Also keep her from trying to gain vampirism, because as Ao doesn't want to have to undo it on her any more than I've already had to worry about.
Oh, wait, did Aurelius hear that part about getting rid of it?
Yes.
Wait, Soldar.
Yes?
Get rid of it? That's possible?
That's been possible for a while. Ao has no limits beyond what he self-imposes. None of the other deities dare challenge him. There is a reason why Lathander has a standing "do not mess with me and mine" order hanging over his head like a sword hanged up by a horsehair. He doesn't have the luxury of challenging Ao and winning.
And then, of course, this really piques Lilith's interest, and her snake as well. Oh, so you're that favored by the gods?
No, Ao is that powerful and that is that much authority. When I started seeking out aid, I cried out to anyone who would listen, and he's the one who responded first. He'll respond to a genuine, fervent prayer.
Anarian just rolls his eyes at that. Alcensia just ran on his shoulder and just like, calm down.
Let me guess, Anarian, you're upset you were waiting for 200-something years about, right?
Of course I am.
Just 200 years of it, of torment and torture. It was 200 years of pure shit!
Oh, yeah. And is it worth it
What?
now to know your love?
He then looks at Alcensia, looks at Soldar, and he then puts his hand on hers in that moment, just gripping it tightly.
Some miracles Ao does is not simply a removal of a curse. It's the ability to live through it to the actual reward, as well as its removal. She is part of yours. Don't ever squander that, by the way. Because I've seen that far too much.
He then curtly nods. He's taking in what he said, but he's still perturbed.
Feel free to be upset all you want. And I still grumble at him occasionally, especially given the fact I know these breadcrumbs are troublesome. And with that, I think we also need to lay a few details about us that have come to light on the table, because we all gotta be on the same page going forward. Solda then notices the letters Vercelli gave out. What are those, by the way?
Miss Soretta, would you like to explain?
Zarda explains the letters that they got from Vasily.
An invitation. Oh, good lord. Yep, right on cue. I get a note from Mayo with some details needed and a tablet that's a one-use to cure vampirism, just as Strahd sends an invitation via Vasily here. Yep, we're headed right for more crazy.
Another letter. Wait, this one's from House Corvinus.
What?
Oh, right. Right. Laszlo, come in, boy. And then that's when the dire wolf just walks in casually, as if he's strutting onto like some sort of stage, and just starts, just doing the typical dog thing of just waiting to be petted.
And then, of course, Lilith then is like, I remember you. Bella's little friend, aren't you? You're a good boy.
And then it barks happily as Lilith just pets its head.
I am so tempted to coo right now, but I think we need to address what's on that letter.
All right.
Yes. Go on, Laszlo. Give it to them. Who does he give the letter to?
He gives it to Alcensia.
Oh. Sexy. Okay. Now, this is a letter from Lenore.
Really? Vladislav
Mhm.
perks up.
Yes, I forgot. She wasn't there when we left House Corvinus. I was wondering what happened to her. And the letter says, and I quote, To my dearest friends, I am sorry about having not seen you off. I was unfortunately incapacitated because I drank too much during dinner. So I spent the better part of the day at the typewriter and asked Bella to have Laszlo deliver it. I heard from others their concern about how you all had left Corvinus Manor. I'm deeply sorry you had to go through that. Lord Strahd may not have been himself, as he does not give the immortal kiss lightly or recklessly. Alcensia just grasps at her neck subtly. I had heard some things indirectly from Lord Ephraim that our lord may have been forced by his patron, but he didn't seem to explain anything beyond that. So I and the rest of House Corvinus humbly ask you give him grace for the time being. He may be a vampire and a ruthless lord, but he is not without reason or compassion. Oh, I almost forgot. I've been officially adopted by Ephraim and my newfound sisters. I am now Lenore Corvinus, something of which we can discuss if we ever meet in polite company again. Though I now understand how Vladislav felt in regard to nobility training. Laszlo will return with whatever correspondence you send back. Oh, and if you need to write back quickly, every house in Barovia has a typewriter. You just need to find and produce your own parchment. I had recently made this discovery after learning that the Lazarescu family owned a monopoly on metallurgy, smithing, and technology, courtesy of the guild they ran out of Valaki, long before even Lord Strahd conquered the land. My newfound cousin Vlad definitely would have been hooked up if it wasn't for, well, circumstances. Anyway, please write back. We would love to chronicle your adventures through Barovia, but more importantly, stay safe. Sincerely, Lenore Corvinus.
Wow.
So you're telling me that I remember Bella saying that 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 the, that my parents very many times grandfather was a metalsmith. I didn't know he practically owned the guild.
More than likely, that's the case with the nobility line. If they're a significant enough metalsmith, they wind up owning, if not running, the guild outright, depending on the level of skill and the level of prestige of the nobility at times.
So
Question, what does Anna think of this?
Anna went to go see the baker.
Oh, right. Sorry.
yeah, Marie got chills for that.
All right.
Yeah.
We're just waiting until Chelsea comes back for that. Right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's...
No, you're good. You're good.
I
It's
can't
that-
help. I can't help but notice her character's kind of giving me the bombastic side eye there.
You said what? With who? You were where? With who?
I'm not in crap
okay,
here.
okay. Let's,
Anyways. Vladislav
So, yeah.
then Vladislav then perks up, but wasn't like I know he was I know my great grandfather was a metalsmith, but so then if he owned the guild, then why would he be in charge of Perez, the farming village?
because quite honestly, even metalsmiths need to eat, and no one's going to mess with the tools or go after a farming village when the head and owner of the metalsmiths guild happens to run the joint, because the place is going to be armed to the teeth, and even the farming tools can pass for weapons of war thoroughly with ease. In some
And then, of
cases
course-
with metal, they can even just cut through most armor.
And then, of course, Alcensia remembering the letter that she found in Amelia's office. Or the fact that he was thinking of rebelling and then Strahd gave him an order to distract him.
That too.
I mean, it
And
makes
also,
sense.
in the
Uproot-
sense, sorry, since it is that you also remember that little poster that you had also read in Amelia's office, the one about turning over any turncoats.
And he had turned from somebody who was thinking of rebellion to somebody who was outing rebellions.
Which, given the nature of this land and dealing with Strahd, I can't blame him. There's a point where in some cases you have to either just settle in or don't bother. Because if you can't get away, you're basically stuck.
And then, of course, Alcencia remembers. So these typewriters are pretty much miniature printing presses.
Oh, yes. Remember how I've mentioned other worlds, other realms I am aware of because of AO's, information he's given me?
Yeah.
I've seen much more insane than that. Those typewriters are merely a start. Once people learn more advanced sciences, what they can do almost mirrors magic 1-to-1. Methods of bending light, devices made that can not just write information but print them out multiple times, store countless amounts in a small, compact, almost unheard of materials like stuff made from oil called plastics, which in some worlds take up about 85% of the goods from part of the clothes, part of the footwear, the travel, the vehicles, the buildings, including the infrastructure.
And this is where Alcencia is just like, I don't think you need to elaborate any further. I'm already,
I'm just gonna say, if those are already that small and that easy to make, this is going to get a little crazy. At the bright side, it won't go too insane.
I gotta use the restroom. Pick guys. I'm sorry again. Go ahead. Just continue to roleplay.
Yeah.
okay, so, this really piques Lilith's interest about this. I may have to have a personal conversation with you as well, sorcerer.
I am not going to spill much of what I know for one reason. 90% of the tech advancement in the one world I'm talking about, the same world that language from AO is purposely planted in, is from conflict. As in, they have explosives that can be detonated far above a city from flying vehicles man-made and operated that could level said city and the surrounding areas. I don't think there's a kingdom big enough for the two I know of that were dropped over an island nation. And they basically almost wiped out the majority of each one's populace. In some cases, the flash was bad enough to burn shadows in place but vaporize bodies.
And
I do not want to go thoroughly into all the other details that bomb did.
And I thought that this Iron Hand Gnome's creation of rune powder was dangerous.
Rune powder? Do I even want to know what the heck you're talking about, child?
Apparently during one of the uprisings in the past, they thought that they could bomb Castle Ravenloft, but unfortunately, their efforts were a folly because, their leader was rather incompetent at best, blinded by hatred at worst.
What did he make?
A rune powder bomb that would have destroyed the entire castle had Strahd not intervened.
Would it happen to have been made with fertilizer of a kind?
A very potent smoke powder.
Oh,
sorry about that.
That's okay. Oh dear, that sounds like one of the ones from that world of the lesser destructive variety, but still dangerous.
Fortunately, our Lord was able to dispose of it before it could cause any damage.
Still not the most dangerous thing I know how to make. I just can't guarantee I could get all the ingredients anywhere near here for what I would if I wanted to really just mess with Strahd. Which, again, thanks to what I know from AO, not hard to do. I just don't want to unleash half of what I know onto these realms. When I describe that bomb, that's only one of the most dangerous things, and it's only the most dangerous because of the sheer scale of devastation. There are other things that if I introduce them, it's not the scale of devastation, it's the sheer ability they have to be small yet thoroughly destructive to almost anything we have. I
Then,
am
of course,
keeping all this stuff in my head till I die. I am not letting it loose.
Oh, look, Chelsea's back. Hi, guys.
I
I
just said hi, Chels.
Oh.
Of course, she then strokes the head of her snake real quick. We'll have to have a conversation about that later, but then again, reminds me of monkshood. A plant so toxic that just the mere touch of it can kill you, or at least make you very sick, depending on the temperament of the person.
Oh, that world has like
Oh.
multiple different versions of that all in one island continent.
So what's the
Oh,
411
yeah.
I missed while I was eating food?
We were all given invitations to Castle Ravenloft.
Yay!
oh my gosh.
I'll say Aurelius is having some mixed feelings at the moment.
Oh my gosh, you guys will not believe this, but apparently my computer just went through like a mini stroke.
Oh my god.
That's what my computer's been doing for the past 2 days. Don't worry, you get used to it. Just take a nap.
Like, no. Like, seriously, my OBS literally disconnected and then reconnected after I had disconnected and reconnected the Discord.
Oh.
Yep, it does that.
Ouch.
That sounds like normal with a lot of stuff these days.
Doesn't happen to
Anyway,
you before?
Anyways.
anyways, back to the story bit. Soldar looks at Elias. I'm sorry. Have I been being more existential dread than I usually am?
Yes.
A wee bit.
Just
My
a tad.
apologies. It's sadly become a habit. Again, that bomb I bring up because it's the easiest to describe, but it's still not the most terrifying thing about that world. The world
then, of
also has
course-
many wonders, but again, half of why they exist.
I'll
Alright.
have, like I said, I'm gonna save this conversation for you and that wonderful little warlock over there.
It is.
Mm.
And with
Okay,
that,
at this
we shall
point, we need to sit down and talk. Then Soldar
Yes.
grabs a seat at the table.
And then
Okay.
in this moment, that's like, save this conversation for when you arrive in Castle Ravenloft. She then slides the invitation over to your side, and then slides another one to Soretta.
Zoretta touches it. Stops in his track.
Vercelli,
And
I
this is
need
what-
to ask a question about this invitation.
I kept trying to bring it up, but I was going to transition to Sharon's.
Oh, go for it. My bad.
So we'll just leave it to where she's sliding the invitations to Cher and Aurelius and Soretta and Soldar, and Soretta just picked up the invitation. So now we transition to Cher and Anna.
Invitation.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shares with Anna. I forgot that.
They're going
Alright.
to the bake.
All right. Anna, as you and Cher enter the bakery of your friends, you just hear a bunch of stuff in the back, mainly just the washing of dishes as you see the closed sign on the door.
Clothes. And other
Yes, it-
knickknacks.
Can I still get in or no?
Yes, you can. You just need a knock.
Well, let's knock in there. Like, Dimitri, are you in there?
Huh? Is that you, Anna? You can just open up the door if it is.
Cher opens up the door.
You then just see a pretty you see like a very handsome looking man as he comes to the front with a couple of bottles and a loaf of bread as he places it on the countertop and sees Anna and Cher. Oh, Anna, it is you. Who's your friend there?
I'm Sir Evergreen. I'm a elf druid?
Yes, Chelsea.
Okay, elf druid, yes.
You're doing it.
Nice to meet you. The bread smells good.
Oh, it's one of the many things I've been trying to, well, attempt to make recently due to the obvious shortage of grain from the stores. Hopefully, you can at the very least tide us over for the moment.
Can I try a piece if that's okay?
Oh, sure. He then takes the bread knife and cuts off a piece and hands it to you.
Tastes really good. I like it.
Did I ask him for again? I forgot.
You were there. Basically, you were there to ask for his current concoction of his current concoction.
Yeah, like, name again, Cher is eating
Cher.
the bread. Yeah, while Cher's eating the bread, Anna kind of like nudges Dimitri real quick, be like, "Hey, I need a little bit of that new concoction you made."
Oh, sure. Give me a sec. He then goes under his bar and then just pulls out a couple of bottles. This is the latest batch, so hopefully they're to everyone's liking. I take it that she's a new friend and she has friends with other people?
But then Anna and I'll be like, "Yeah, we got some guests from beyond the mist. This one seems to be the nicest of the pack."
Yay,
Really?
I'm a nice one.
Really? Really? What are the West like?
One talks a lot.
Very interesting collection. A very well, if I say the word emo, would it work or no?
Emotional.
Okay.
Emotional
Very,
damage.
Very
Go ahead.
okay, well, now I gotta remember what like each of y'all's things was. Hold on, I gotta look. Okay,
One of
so
them's a vampire.
like yeah, and I was like, so you got an interesting gentleman of a vampire, a smooth talking bard, a very a friendly enough paladin, it's not a wizard, a celestial sorcerer who talks way too much, and a and a very dark and brooding
Warlock.
what's yes, and dark and brooding warlock.
That
I'm
is.
not green. I'm
That's just
dark enough.
Anna's point of view, like explaining it to Dimitri.
That definitely is a very colorful bunch. You want me to come with you guys, or are you just gonna be good with showing off my latest brew of vodka?
Like, well, if you want to come with us, you can. I'm sure they'd like to meet the man who made it.
All right. Just give me a sec to get something nice on, then I guess. He then goes up the stairs of the bar area, and then he takes a minute to get some clean clothes on, and comes down and takes the bottles. All right, lead the way then, Anna.
Well, then Anna nods and then just leads both of them back over, well, not back over, but like over to the tavern, but not before giving Cher a head pat before leaving.
Yay! Yeah, you back. Yeah.
Yeah, she likes those.
Yes.
She seems like a very cool, very affectionate one.
I'm the only affectionate one in the group.
One and us be like, well, every group needs some sort of sunshine, don't they?
That's true. I mean, remember when I found you in the woods one time when I was hunting for wild potatoes?
Then she would sigh, like, don't remind me.
I mean, hey, I almost shot you in the head once with a crossbow when I thought you were a stalking werewolf.
That she would casually just like bonk the side of head like again. Don't remind me.
He then just chuckles. You see this Shar? She's a she's a bit of a hard one.
Okay.
And is that
I'm
they
liking the
too?
session, I gotta say.
It is then that they enter the bar. Share as you see Aurelius. You just you like bunny hop all the way to him and just give him a hug as Anna and Dimitri just come in. So I take it that these are your new friends then, Anna?
That Anna would nod and then gesture to the group. Everyone, this is my friend, a longtime friend, Dimitri.
Hey everyone.
Well, yes, I'm going to hug. I missed you. Hugs.
Hello, Cher, I missed you too.
And then, of course, Lilith just nods. Oh, you two are just adorable, aren't you?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And then, of course, Elsensia is teasing a bit. So, who's this friend of yours, Anna?
Nice to meet you, miss. And you are?
Elsensia and Torica. I'm a bard of great renown.
Makes sense. Because I never heard of ya.
Well, I am from outside the mists, after all.
Touche. I got some vodka for everyone to try if y'all want.
And then, of course, the entire tavern yells, "Vodka!"
And then I'd be like, oh dear. Just kind of sighs into her hand.
Well, it is a tavern, Anna.
Like, yes, we didn't need to have to broadcast it like that. You could have just whispered it to them, or maybe brought them to the side.
I didn't know they were all listening in on our conversation.
It's a tavern. What do you expect?
He then,
And then, of course, the three ladies who are in the corner that are very clearly from the red light district are like, "Oh, you are so strong, yeah. So kind of deliver a drink to us. We could show
And
you a good time."
But then Anna would immediately get in between and he's like, buzz off, we have business. Like, very firm, very threatening tone.
Oh, you're no fun. I know Tatera can show you a good time.
Thanks, ladies. But I think we're good. Dimitri then just walks over to the barkeeper and gives him the 2 bottles of vodka. Make sure to give everyone a taste, because this is just a new brew I'm trying to work out. And the barkeep's like, of course, Dimitri. Of course, Dimitri. All right, boys and girls, this one shot is on the house. And you just hear the bar just go wild. And the
With all the
barkeep,
noise, Anna would cover her ears too.
Oh.
And then, of course, Anarian and Elsensia decide to try a small drink. Not as good as wine, but definitely has a kick to it.
it's made of potatoes.
Who'd have thunk?
Try
And then
mixing it with fruit juice, it tastes even better.
he then also produces a small bread sack, and he pulls out a loaf of bread, and he just puts it at the table where everyone is located. And this is, my attempt at making bread out of potatoes.
I'd say it looks pretty convincing.
And then, of course, Elsensia just grabs a small portion of it, and she's like, "Oh my god, this is delicious." And then Anarian's
Really?
like, "Well, I would partake, but obvious reasons are obvious."
No, no fun.
Right. You're the vampire of the group, right? Anna told me a bit about you. You're the gentleman one?
Yes. I'm especially much of a gentleman to my beloved here. And then he just slides Elsensia right next to him, and Elsensia's like, "Dear, not in front of them, please."
And while they're doing that, the Anna will also kind of nudge me and she's like, don't add my description when you introduce yourselves to them. We've been over this.
What do you mean by that, Anna?
Like I said, we've already been over this. Do I need to have another argument with you?
No, I'm just confused more than anything.
You know what? Never mind. Go ahead.
Anyways, name's Dimitri. I'm Anna's friend here.
Soretta, what do you think about them?
Strahd is a bit neutral on them. She finds them entertaining.
All right.
And then, of course, Lilith just takes a very small bite of it and just, I can definitely see this as a good replacement, especially given what we have to work with.
Yep.
Vasily, do you think this could possibly work?
Hmm.
She gives him a small bite. She gives him a small portion as well and gives it to Vasily.
Well, it's definitely tasty and fluffy.
Almost tastes like the actual thing, even though it's not made with wheat.
Might I try the piece of that?
Oh, sure. Dimitri then cuts a slice for you.
Soldar takes a small nibble and tries to taste the flavors of it.
I want you to roll a Constitution check.
Oh dear!
Oh no!
What world does this flavor come from?
Okay, so Constitution is 1d20 plus 2 because sorcerer.
20, dirty 20.
All right, so Soldar, you think this is
20.
like the best alternate bread you've ever tasted, but then your stomach just slowly grumbles, and then you need to make a run for the restroom.
Excuse me, be right back. Something's wrong with this. And then I just yeet off. By the way, which type of restroom? Am I just up chucking this or what?
Ew.
No, you just need to use number 2.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll be going to the outhouse for this.
Yeah.
Stinky.
Right to the outhouse.
Our planing's not a thing yet.
Mm-hmm.
And Dimitri's like, huh? Out of everyone here, he's the only one to have that sort of reaction.
Yes.
Anna's trying to hide her laughing by hiding behind Dimitri and behind her hand.
What does Soretta think?
Does something similar.
Cynthia's trying not to laugh, and she just breaks out her fan and just starts covering her mouth. But you can hear her snickering behind it.
Huh.
Deer rolls around the floor laughing.
And Anarian just doesn't care. He's just busting a gut. Out of all the things that our sorcerer had taken, it's that kills him.
How long am I going to be
Weird.
out there, just so I'm aware?
Just a minute. It is said that after Soldar uses the restroom, he then comes back. And Dimitri just
ha! Very funny, you all. I wondered why one of the notes on that tablet was "avoid the bread loaf."
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Indigestion. Bad. Like I eat a laxative and everything decided, we need to get out of your gut quickly. I mean, it's probably the most thorough it's ever happened to anyone in this realm, but what did you put in that again?
Let's see. Potatoes, yeast, a little bit of sugar, some heat, and then water, I guess.
What was that one before the water?
Yeast?
No.
Sugar.
So potatoes, sugar, yeast, and water?
Yeah. I even made sure to boil the water before using it.
So you basically he made a cheap substitute for bread out of potatoes and yeast.
Yeah. Why? Because
They make
no one else.
booze out of potatoes in some realms. That's almost the exact recipe, except you have to let it ferment for like a month.
And that's when the people at the bar also look at Soldar. Well, have you tried some of his vodka? It's essentially the same thing.
Oh, that's what it is. Wait, why have you been making bread out of potatoes?
The wheat stores have been running low ever since the incident that happened 25 years ago at Perez.
Oh,
So
that would explain it then. My advice: ease up on the dang yeast. Also, get
Did I
some
use it?
seasoning. Some basic salt might help the flavor, and avoid that because I'm highly doubting I'm the only one that's going to happen to.
I
I was
see.
just laughing behind him.
And what's Aurelius doing? Reyes?
He's listening to all this like, curious. I did not think you could make bread out of potatoes.
Oh no, you technically can, but it's gonna have the random chance of rolling that on somebody.
Yeah, yeah. Little fourth wall break here. Technically, Aurelius is kind of naive still. So
Leave the poor boy alone.
It is then that
he's
someone.
learning.
It is then that you'll hear the door literally bust open from a kick. And you just see this very grumpy old man, and Anna, you know him. It is one of the guys that it's part of the smithing guild, but for this area in particular.
On friendly terms, or
No, not on friendly terms, actually. In fact, he's very jealous of you that people go to you more than him. But he just
I
doesn't
got
show
better
it.
deals.
It
But
is
then
it is Beldrith Cantemir. He does not look happy at all. He then walks up to Anna, and Dimitri just goes in front of her like, okay.
what is
And
it
he
now?
So Anna, I hear you've been using my old my family's old house as a place to stay, huh? You couldn't just leave that derelict place alone?
Like, what are you talking about?
My family's old mansion at the other end of the town. I found some of your smithing tools there. I want you out of there by nightfall.
And
And
if
then
I
of
stay,
course, of course the girls, the Red Rose girls are just like,
He hears that, he just turns to them, and what the heck are you lot doing that about? It's nothing more than a derelict old house. He then turns to Anna. Again, I want you gone by the night. Consider this
Listen.
your eviction notice.
Soldar then, and
I've already
overhearing.
paid for it, and I've been living there for many years. You can't just kick me out like that. I can pay you more if you want, but other than that, I cannot leave.
Oh, and the fact that you inherited your old master's apartment isn't enough for you? You gotta steal other people's land and resources?
Soldar, other
I
sensing a
haven't
fight
stolen
potentially
anything
about to
I've
break out.
earned. Oh, no, because
Yeah,
then I'll be like, I've worked hard for every single thing I have.
So Soldar, noticing a fight could break out, immediately jumps in and then goes, "Okay, what the heck is going on?" And that has you two fighting over an old derelict house. As you, sir, thoroughly pointed out about a place you claim is yours, and yet she's saying she's paid for it. Soldar then immediately raises an eyebrow with a slight glare in his eyes to encourage him to kindly stop fussing about.
She has her own house in her master's old apartment. I only allowed her to stay there because she paid me rent. But what she didn't explain was that she was freeloading it for for the first 10 years she was there.
How the
Why
heck did
offer
you not
to stay?
know that if it's your place then?
Oh, simple. I looked through some of the paperwork she had at her little smithy that she turned
No,
the
no,
ballroom
no,
into.
that's not what I mean. It's your house, right? Were you living anywhere else at that time?
Of course I was. Of course I was. I was living near the tavern.
Why?
Well, simply put, money's been hard to come by nowadays, and I can't just easily renovate that place.
So you've effectively abandoned the house.
Oh, you've got to be joking, Mike. Of
That's
course I haven't abandoned it.
You admit to not living there. You admit to not being able to upkeep the place, and that you've effectively had to live outside of it for over 10 years because you, quote, couldn't afford to repair and renovate it.
He was just lazy.
Just because I couldn't doesn't mean I don't own it, mate. Now stay out of my business here.
You do realize in most lands that's counted as abandoned property, right? You weren't on the lands, you weren't tending to the lands, you didn't bother to upkeep the lands. Most nobles will take such land away from one such as you who derelicts their own duties and give it to one who will at least be passable at it. So why the heck did it take you over 10 years to notice and start even charging rent?
And then, of course, Anna picks up Bildrath. If this is another attempt to try to steal from Anna again, it's not going to work.
You just said Anna. Anna peeped up about Anna, just so you know.
Yeah.
I meant Irina.
Okay.
Bildrath, you do realize that trying to steal from Anna again is not going to work, especially since I'm here right now.
Again? Soldar immediately glares right at him. I'm rolling intimidation, by the way, just for the heck of it.
Of course you are, Marty Pants.
Oh no, just because this is a chance for comedy.
I'm voting for Soldar on this one.
20.
Oh.
Roll the nat 20 and I have a +3, so it's a 23.
Alright, so he is sweating, but he is trying to hold his ground. He then just looks at Anna. I want you out of there by the night, Anna.
No.
I'm not leaving it.
No.
And then, of course,
you want to prove you who deserve to have the place? I'll give you a counter offer. You have 3 days. Be bothered to gather the materials and resources to upkeep it, or hand her the damn deed.
And then, of course, Irina perks up. And you do realize you're condemning her to a death sentence, right? Do you remember who haunts these roads at night?
Oh, shove off, Irina. Like I said, she has her own master's own apartment that she inherited.
Yeah, is it anywhere near there or in her place? Does she have the ability to move all her stuff in time before nightfall?
Oh, from the looks of it, yeah.
Really? How long do we have until nightfall, Irina?
I'm afraid it won't be long, especially if I fear that she is coming.
Great,
gee,
more drama.
Guess what that means? She's not moving out tonight. She's not moving out for a while. You want to prove you deserve that land? Bother to get the stuff to upkeep it. Until then, don't complain when someone else does your own job better.
And you do realize that I could have my brother involved in this.
Yeah, he get involved. He getting very angry.
Oh yeah, try to explain to the current mayor why you're not bothering to upkeep a house, but are trying to evict someone who could.
He then just grumbles and then turns to Anna. If you're not out within the next 2 days, I will take this up. I will take this up in court. He then just stomps out.
Irina, I think on the morrow you need to let your brother know about him.
Well, then Anna would just be like, he has no grounds anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he does. It sounds like an old complaint from a bitter fool.
Only
I'm just grateful he didn't call his nephew
stole his business.
I'm just grateful he didn't call his nephew. That
Yeah,
man is built like an ox. I'd say he rivals the Red Establishment's beast, Mongo.
Hmm.
Mongo number 5.
Okay, that's a good one. I like that one, Chelsea.
If I could have
Yeah.
brought him into the forest, it would have been my territory, and I could have had at least a slim chance. No matter.
Do not worry about it. All right, that's been enough endless distractions. We do need to settle lay some things on the table between all of us, including things that have been found out while being in here.
And then
Soldar immediately takes a seat again, and then proceeds to.
and quick, Irina, quickly. Do you really want to do that while there's eyes and ears all around us, especially ones that belong to the Night Lord? She then eyes the girls in red and eyes Vasily, especially Vasily.
Vasily, this is your only warning. Some of what I will talk about is covered directly by AO himself. If Strahd tries to weaponize it, you and him both will be smote on the spot. So for the sake of your lord, do not repeat this. Ever.
He then raises his hands up in the air. Alright, alright, Soldar. Besides, I'm just here to drink a
Good.
bit of sorrows away. He then
Under-
takes his
Taka
head on his
mitai.
whiskey again.
Anna would also perk up, being like, I can bring you either to my shop or to my house if you want a more private place to discuss these things.
Or
If
as
we-
a possibility, we can just have you pay a visit to the Burgomaster's place. You can come with us, Anna, if you wish.
Given it's
I don't
late,
know
we
what
need to
not.
go somewhere we can and potentially rest for the night.
That would be my place.
If it's the closest,
I-
I say we go there.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that there's plenty of space and plenty of beds for you and your companions. That's why
Yay,
I
beds.
All right.
It's then that Anna, you remember that the house that you were staying at that the man was grumping about was actually closer too.
Yeah. Well, then Anna would perk up, be like, actually, my place is closer. The one that man just tried to steal from me.
Oh. Well, in that case, in case he decides to get up in the morning, perhaps we should go there.
Alcencia's got a bit of a... I don't know, I'm getting a nervous feeling about that. And Anarian's like, and I am too. I don't know why, but I just feel like there's this itch in the back of my mind.
It's about the
Anna?
grave at the back, and if it's about the grave in the backyard, don't worry about it.
Gray of the backyard. What specifically? Oh, Soldar, remembering there was something else mentioned about in the tablet and trying to make sure he didn't forget anything.
Sure.
That's a friend of mine that I cannot speak about here.
Oh dear.
Soldar, stop asking questions.
Will we be safe at least if we go there?
Yes.
And
You're
okay.
certain?
That much I can say for certain, yes.
All right.
If anything does, for some unforeseen reason does happen, I will personally see to your safety.
Thank you.
And then, of course, Irina's like, I shall at least accompany you, but I do not recommend being out here at night, especially given that it's almost dark. And then,
Fair
of course,
enough. Let us be swift. Okay.
she then eyes Vasily quickly.
Servant, let Diva talk. You keep interrupting everybody. Literally.
Sorry.
She then eyes Vasily. If you want to look after your safety, I suggest you return to your master.
I think I'm going to just sit here for a bit, Miss Irina. He then takes another sip of whiskey.
Soldar, wanting to at least be helpful, drops a gold coin. Try and get a room for the night then. You're clearly not leaving here anytime soon.
Don't come crying. Don't come crying to me when your eyes stream tears of blood.
He then waves a hand at her. I know, Miss Irina, I know.
And then, of course, she just shivers at him doing that. And then, of course, Lilith just strokes her pet's head again, and she's like, if anything comes up, I shall ensure that no harm shall come to him. I am a wizard after all, and besides, Anya can take care of herself after all.
Hmm.
Or do you want that particular cat fight? Besides, I'm pretty sure she'd claw her eyes out.
All
She
right,
then
enough of the idle banter. As much
Wow.
entertaining as this is for everyone, we need to get moving if the dark is truly that lethal.
And then Alcencia's like, I can second that. And she's like,
That
all right, I second that motion.
All right,
no,
settle your
that Anya
tabs.
likes
Let's run
Riley
out.
too.
What does Soretta think of this?
They're as eager to go
Okay.
along.
Aurelius?
All right.
I think Anna would also offer for Dimitri to follow along.
Or
So
would
we
you at
join
least
in
take
on
him
this
back to
next
his
if they,
bakery?
if they need us.
Hmm.
Would you like to escort him back to his bakery first before we head back to your place?
Right, Dimitri?
I come with.
What do you
Yes,
bring?
it's good to work.
I'll
right.
bring this with me.
All right. It is then that Cher, Anna, and Dimitri leave to escort him back to his bakery as everyone begins to wait outside. Cynthia, it is then that you remembered something about the horse Philip.
Oh, right. Dimitri, you wouldn't happen to have any carrots on hand, would you? Or oats?
Oh, I got some carrots. I tend to munch on them whenever I walk around. He then produces like 5 carrots for you.
I have promised Philip some treats for getting us inside. I better
Oh,
go
no,
and take care.
no worries, miss. And then he hands Cynthia the carrots as they begin to walk in their separate directions.
And then, of course, Sir Alcencia's like, Miss Irina, you wouldn't happen to know where the stables are? Oh, they're right by the inn. Oh, they're right by the Blood of the Vine. They're would you prefer if this was right by the Red Rose Inn, or would you prefer that they be right by the tavern?
They're right by the tavern.
Okay, they're right by the tavern. Okay. And
All
then,
right.
of course, she quickly runs off ahead of the party with the carrots.
Well,
There.
Anya,
And is
No.
please lead the way to your home.
All right. As Anna begins to lead everyone to Dimitri's bakery before heading back to her home, Cynthia, as you enter the stable, you begin to give Philip and the other horses their well-deserved carrots.
Yes, you're such good boys. And then Anarian's like, I don't know. I don't like the feeling that she ran off on her own.
Vladislav then turns to Anarnian. Well, you could just wait back at wait outside the barn then.
I'll probably do exactly that.
And as Anarian begins to walk towards the barn, Cynthia, I want you to roll a perception check.
Oh no!
I knew something
no.
was about to happen. It was too damn ominous.
You think
Ominous?
of everything.
No, I'm just
Okay.
that perceptive. I can tell patterns immediately.
It's part of his shtick.
One. Okay. I gotta look at my new stats real quick for that. Because I ended up getting a different feat. Perception is a +2 now, with an additional +1. Actually, no. Let me double check. Okay, so that's a plus 1d20 +2 +1. 9.
So the only thing you managed to feel other than Philip's head just nudging you gently is just a small breeze behind you as the barn doors open and close.
Black
That you-
Phillip.
At that point, I
Could you
think
repeat
Did I
Go ahead,
robot?
Philip.
no.
could you
So
repeat
The
that?
big
yeah. So let's see. As Philip is rubbing your head, or rubbing his head against you for feeding him the carrot, the barn door opens and closes, and you hear that.
She then turns towards the noise.
And before you is Strahd von Zarvich himself.
The
I
hell?
finally get to meet.
He then raises a hand to you. Please, calm, child. I do not mean you any harm. As he pulls his hand back into his robes.
Well, given the fact that you broke hospitality laws to lay your fangs on me, I have reason to believe the contrary.
He sighs. I am terribly sorry about that. Unfortunately, sometimes my patron demands things. My intention was never to do that to you.
And your bite on Soretta?
Let us just say someone I know sees potential in her.
What type of potential?
You're not there.
You're
You're
not
not
there.
there, Serena.
Oh, I
Serena's
got.
not there. She's
Okay.
with the rest of us.
So, what does the Lord of Ravenloft want with me that he singles me out?
He then begins to walk a little closer, but still giving you the space. Simply put, with the artifact that I have in hand, Ravenloft's mist will glow to a certain extent, but the mist will allow travelers to come to and fro a lot easier. Unlike me. Simply put, I need someone who knows the outside world better than those within my own lands, so to speak. A negotiator.
You want me to be a diplomat? For you?
Yes, you know the outside world a lot better than most of your companions. Except for, well, Soldar, of course.
I would argue he would be the better one to talk to in that regard, given his knowledge on all these infinite worlds.
That's maybe so, but for the moment it is simply that of which is connected to your world that interests me more.
This has Elsensia a little worried, because her world has her four sisters in it.
And no, Miss Alcencia, I am not after your sisters in whatever thoughts you have right now.
And then, of course, she's like, holy crap, is he reading my mind?
Miss Alcencia, simply put, I do not wish any harm on anyone who enters my lands unless they intend to provoke a rebellion. And as far as I can tell, you are not people intending to incite a rebellion, just lost and confused.
Well, you're not entirely wrong, but do understand. Most of my companions are still wanting your head after what happened after suffering personal losses from your forces. How can I
And
ensure the one that I love isn't going to also be on the chopping block?
I do not wish to shed blood unless it is required. So simply put, unless your lover intends to do me harm, no harm I intend to do unto him.
Little
But
break.
you're
I'll
so-
be right back in a minute. I gotta go to the restroom.
Yeah, no
Okay.
worries.
He's like,
The bread hit him.
all right, if you're so sincere. All right. If you're so sincere about that, why approach me and not us together as a group?
These are individual things that I wish to ask upon all of you, rather than of course, within public. I'd rather keep some things secretive because simply put, I am cleaning house.
Oh? Does this happen to do with that correspondence I found regarding Amelia wanting two of your brides dead?
That is part of it. Though I understand Amelia's want for vengeance, after all. I would too if such a thing happened to my own blood.
So let me guess. Soretta and I have been marked because you have intentions for us.
Yes, but the marking is more so forced upon me to do by my patron. I would have rather negotiated with words than with forced bites.
Well, you wouldn't offer to make me your diplomat unless you want something out of me. What is it that you want?
Simply put, Barovian politics are very complicated and whatnot. I can I can offer to turn to I can offer you immortality along with a Narnian, and you two can be together. Much like how Ephraim and Emilio are just not, but with the both of you being honest with one another, makes it clear that you want to turn on one another. Unlike what happened with Emilia and my best lieutenant Ephraim.
And this has really got Alcencia's notice. He's literally offering her what she came to Barovia for.
Much like what Lenore had said, I do not offer the kiss of immortality lightly nor recklessly.
Well, if you're so inclined, I'm almost tempted to accept, but there's a catch. I know it. What is it?
Of course, under your direct supervision, I would like to intend to have Ludmilla teach your child the ins and outs of Barovian politics, as well as perhaps any potential in magic.
You want what?
Simply put, the child that you and Anarian could produce could help link both that of your world and then of that of mine.
Subtle fourth wall break. Any old nigh immortal being asking for your firstborn is usually a bad idea.
Oh, so we have Rubble Dumpskin.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Yes, that.
And of course, and then of course Alcencia's like, Anarian's a vampire spawn. And last I checked, according to those documents, that's not possible.
No. Oh, and yet my vampire bride Emilia and Ephraim managed to have 3 daughters.
But she was a bride. He's a spawn.
Ah, now that is the question. Simply put, I could make you my bride, and you and Anard, which would open the door for you and an Anarian.
Yeah.
Wait.
There's the silver tongue.
Fourth wall break. Is that possible for 2 vampire spawns to have a child?
I mean,
According to
makes
the lore
sense.
rules, I don't think so.
I'm gonna look at that.
So how would he be able to get a child of theirs if Adari can't reproduce?
Magic.
Or at the very least, what they think they know. They don't know yet.
Which has me hinted that Strahd's vampirism is very different.
Basically, what the research notes listed was a lord was either ancient vampire, a lord, or a bride / consort. They had yet. The implication is that they had yet to experiment with a vampire spawn to see if they can have children.
Oh wait, it says no.
Oh, fun.
So is that even possible, or
Fourth wall break and out of character. It is possible for a vampire spawn and a human to get busy and have a kid.
They got busy.
so? Does that usually lead to a Twilight style consequence?
No, not really. The human actually survives.
Need some milk.
So the
Okay.
child is born. Is the child born like a Dampier?
Child is a
Maybe a
dampier, but the child will be a dampier, but they have the vampire. They have all the benefits of a vampire, but none of the consequences of a vampire. Other than
Oh, so like Blood Rain
They got cheats.
or
and
like
Blade.
Vampire Hunter
Blade.
D.
Yeah, basically Blade.
Yeah.
They got
Yeah.
cheats activated.
By the way, if we're on the fourth wall break, how long has this been going on, and is the rest of the party going to be coming back around during this conversation?
Like this is literally within a minute. So,
Fair enough.
all right. So back to it. And I can also make a Nani and brother spawn a consort. You saw Ephraim, correct?
And there's something in the back of Elsensia's mind that is screaming at her, do not take this deal. It will not end well for you. And whatever child that you might have, refuse him. Do not accept.
Would Soldar's warning about how it's not accepting in such a thing be flashing in her head right now?
That
Sure,
and
why not, buddy?
That and she's hearing a very masculine voice talking to her in the back of her mind. She's not sure of whose voice it is, but it feels familiar to her as if she's heard him sing before. Fourth wall break. In case you're wondering, it's Malil, god of song.
Ah.
It is in that Strahd.
I gotta use the
Strahd.
bathroom. Be
Okay.
back.
Okay.
Right. So Strahd then takes a couple of steps back, as if doing like a monologue side to side.
Oh boy.
I do not wish people to suffer needlessly, dear Essentia. And I have heard of the plight of your lover. And unfortunately, such a plight has happened to one of my own, and I do not take that lightly.
As much as I like what you're saying, I'm afraid I'm going to have to politely decline.
I want you to roll a constitution check.
Oh no!
Oh no!
It's awful. Wah.
Here I would be hoping the party would be close enough to get to her.
1d20. I'm literally about to cry here. I'm sorry.
An 11.
There's something else.
11.
So
Okay, she has a +1 in Constitution, and the fact that she has Jack of all trades, that means she gets an additional +1. So technically, it's a 1d20 +3.
all right, go ahead.
23.
All right.
So you're safe.
So you're managing to resist his temptations, but as he sees this, he nods in understanding. Very well, and like I have said before, I only ever wish things to end peacefully as possible. But my offer still stands, Miss Essentia. You nor your lover need not suffer, and he need not suffer your death at the hands of mortality.
She is just too stunned. She doesn't know why she declined him, but at the same time, she's suffering internal conflict.
Yes.
I shall bid
Yeah.
you adieu. And if you ever see Valenza at night, please, at the very least, incapacitate her. She knows not what she does sometimes. He then leaves the barn, leaving you in a very, very heavily and spiritually shocked state as you fall to your knees and just try to get control of your heart rate. And as soon
She
as the
then
Narnian comes in, Asutsia! Asutsia! He then runs over to her. What is the matter? What happened? He then palms your cheek up for you to look him in the eyes.
Oh boy. You're acting.
Strahd, he
He didn't bite you, did he? He then looks you over. Wait, where
no,
is it?
no, no, he didn't. But
What?
he made me an offer. I I almost took it, but I didn't.
He then gives you a hug. It's all right, Osensia. It's all right. It's all right. Come, let's just go and meet the others.
He's just guiding her out, but she's just practically leaning on him as she's walking. Her eyes are just wide like saucers.
Poor girl's been through the ringer.
Vietnam.
That was
And,
near
Yes,
here.
you're engaged.
What?
all right. And as Anarnian is leading Elsensia to the group, they all watch as Anna takes Dimitri into his little bakery, and they both talk before hugging each other, and he goes to his second floor bedroom.
Are you? And then, of course, she perks up enough to comment, "Are you sure that he's just a friend?"
And then Anna again is like, I don't know. Do they have to roll a check to see if she's blushing or not?
You'll have to run a whatchamacallit. Give me one sec. Deception check.
Just
Okay.
a friend.
And you have to beat Diva's and you have
I
to
got
beat
his.
and you have to beat someone's perception check. And who was saying that, Diva?
Elsensia was saying that, and her perception is give me one second. Her perception with her new stats is a +2.
Alright, so
I got no extra points in deception. I'm too honest, bro.
I mean you can still roll it.
Okay, just
Nat
roll.
one. Oh yeah, so Diva, despite your shaky breath, you take comfort and even chuckle a little at Anna very much blushing at the fact that she thinks of Dimitri as more than just a friend.
Though she's trying to hide it behind a hand, she's like, anyways, we should get going.
She's like, piece of advice from somebody who very clearly has a healthy relationship. She then smiles at Anarian. Tell him and be honest with him.
Hearing that, I'm gonna be like, maybe when things calm down, perchance. Anyways, let's go.
Well, I say better now than never, in my opinion, sweetie.
I gotta head out. I have
I think we pontificated a bit too much. I did want to get that one conversation going, so if we can get to that house and try that before we close.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Question, Miss Soretta, do you notice that Elsensia came out of that barn practically leaning on Anarian and just wide-eyed in shock?
Yeah. She kind of gives a slight smirk.
It's not what you think, Soretta.
Does
Oh,
Soldar
really?
hear her say that? I'll leave it up to DM.
No, I think it'll just be between Elsitsia and Serena.
Fair enough.
Elsensia then looks around and then whispers in Soretta's ear. Strahd came by and paid me a visit.
What?
Yeah,
When? Now?
just now. He
Why? What's his intentions?
he wanted me to be his diplomat, and he said that he was wanting me to join his court. But all I had to offer him in return for giving me what I wanted was whatever child I was going to have with Anarian.
Wait, back up. Child. Is it even possible for vampire spawn to conceive children?
I don't know, but he acted as if he knew. I'm not
Sounds
sure
like
now.
a lie to me.
It is then that everyone hears something off in the distance. It's
Oh, do you
as
want?
the night
Oh,
begins to unfold.
I thought
And
we were
do you
actually
want me
going to get clear.
did you want me to do the honors?
yes, please.
Sure.
Am I hitting
It
the
is then.
encounter?
No.
Am I hitting the encounter music or?
No.
Yes.
No, no encounter music at the moment. But
No.
so let me set up the scene right now before we close.
Mm-hmm.
It is then that everyone hears the dragging of something through dirt and gravel.
Ooh.
As it is as well as footsteps. And you just hear this very haunting voice. Essencia?
Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody that everybody's dead.
I gotta step away real quick. I'll be right back.
He got so scared he had to go potty.
All right. I got the actual full links here. I'll just send it to you real quick.
Yeah, we.
Oh, give me 1 second.
There you go.
I was raised in a deep, dark hole, a prisoner with no parole. They locked me up and took my soul. Shame though what they made. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody that everybody's dead. I call to him and he will come. She'll answer him like he's the one, his arms outstretched, but when she's done, he'll be torn apart. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody that everybody everybody's dead.
It is then that you all hear footsteps stop as they are round the corner. You all see a woman dressed in a golden dress that's ripped here or there from years of use and bloodshed. Upon her face is a mask with sharp pointed teeth as her eyes fall upon you all. And she says, "Oh, hello." As we cut to black and end the session.
Ah, spooky.
Should have stayed at the damn tavern.
Chatted wham wham.
Well, mind you, Anna kept trying to say, "Hey, yo, we should move."
Yeah, you kept interrupting. It's like, we shouldn't move. Oh, wait,
Like,
now
let's
we
get
should.
going, bro. Let's get going. Don't stop talking about me blushing, bro. We have bigger concerns.
You could have emphasized. The character could have emphasized the obvious murder hobo.
Yeah, but she was obviously already flustered and stuff. But she kept trying to say, "Hey, yo, we gotta go."
Again, you want Soldar to shut up. Mention a murder hobo, and he goes, "You could have opened with the fact that exists."
Or you could just actually listen for once.
Yeah,
Or the
listen.
fact that Irina was saying that she lurks around there.
Yeah, at
Like-
that point, I think the opening salvo for next session will be a Soldar with a firebolt in hand demanding to know who the hell this is.
Drink iced coffee, panic attack,
Tuck.
panic attack.
Yeah. Oh, good
right.
lord.
Tacos and sushi and antidepressants.
Alrighty. With all of this out of the way, I think we shall end today's streaming session.
Yes, and with all things as per the usual, like, comment, subscribe. I'm sure they're VOD. And also, follow Chelsea, follow Anime
Yeah.
Guy on the Twitch, follow Anime Guy on the Kick, and we'll see you guys all later. Most of us.
Oh, make sure you see the brown bunny. This isn't my actual avatar. I just use it for D&D.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see who.
It's so cute.
I want to get the headsets.
And with that,
one of my favorite guys is on.
I'm gonna cut the recording. So see you guys later. Bye bye.
Bye.
Hee.
Bye.
Bye bye.